Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Today we're in the FGR-2, one of the British Phantoms. I believe this is the Air Force variant, not the naval variant. The only real difference is the Navy one has an extra long wheel, and there's like the front landing gear is a bit longer, and it has like a little bit more weight or some shit. I don't know. There's no real difference if you're actually playing the two in game. These two do have a pretty big difference over the junk as well, which is the Spey engines at the back there. And that is kind of what makes them different from every other Phantom in general, really. They do sit at the same BR at 12.0 as the US Phantoms. Their missiles are downgraded slightly. You go from the AIM-7F to the Sky Flashes. I don't really use them for super long-range shots anyways, so it's not that big of a difference to me. You don't get the HMD, but you do get the Vulcan gun pod down below and the bigger engines out the back, which should give you better flight performance in theory. I mean, you know, it's just bigger engines. Obviously, it's not gonna do harm unless they weigh more, but I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure we're chilling. There's a MiG-23 over here. The signal is going to go bananas because he's not flying head-on anymore, which is why I'm not launching it. He is going to put himself rear aspect to me. He does pre-flare once, and we do shoot it at the flare instead of him, which is unfortunate. I'm going to drop another one from quite close in here. It does see the flare again. We're just going to use the Vulcan. The Vulcan is so much nicer than the Colt, if you know the difference between the two. Essentially, if you almost got a post-death missile at me there. That would have been annoying. I don't know if that was at me or not. I'm just going to flare regardless. The Tornado is chilling. He's not doing anything. We're going to launch the Sky Flash here. This should hopefully connect. Nope, it doesn't. I forget. Sky Flashes are a little wonky. We pull in for the shot for the MiG-21. Don't quite get it there, unfortunately. We're just going to pull back around. But yeah, I like this thing over the American Phantoms a lot, and it's entirely because of the gun pod. Having this over the Colt gun pod, you essentially get a much higher fire rate. It's around 4,000 RPM to around 6,000, if I remember correctly. And on top of that, you get the significantly increased accuracy. MiG-21 does not see the 9G, but unfortunately the MiG-23 flares it for him. We're going to try and pull in here. Probably not going to land that shot. Nope. There is an F5 who is slow, however. He just sits out in front of us. We're just going to hold the trigger. He dies. He explodes. He is no longer alive. Another MiG-23 over here. We're just going to keep on pulling around for him. He is on the notch, so the Sky Flashes aren't going to lock. This is the MiG-21. Why did I say 23? Whatever. We shoot the Vulcan a little bit late. We weren't aiming fully correctly there, so it wouldn't have killed anyways. We are going to pull back up and over for him, and eventually just wait until he does something stupid, and we can kill him. Just going to fire the last 9G. He puts it into the... He does not put it into the ground, so that should kill. Think, there we go. He does in fact die. There is a Harrier behind us. We're just going to drop some flares. We're going to have to cut burner there to make sure that does not track through the flares. He is now going for someone else. We're just going to pitch up and over and hopefully should be able to slam him with a radar missile here. And there we go. Sky Flash is out. Unfortunately, doesn't quite pull in. We're just going to sit behind him then and use the Vulcan, just as God intended. Whoop. We miss. Going to pull in. It's going to take a minute because we are hard wing. You do not get the Agile Eagle slat as well, which is a downgrade over the F4S. But we do get the gunshot. We do take off his wing. And that is going to be the 4th kill this game. I did mess up a couple kills there. I think I missed like 1 or 2 shots and a couple of missiles, so we could have done better. But I like this thing over the American Phantoms infinitely more, and it's entirely because of this little Vulcan down below there. That, with the better Spey engines and no Agile Eagle slats, makes it feel like it has a lot more energy retention, and you don't get slow nearly as often. So, weirdly enough, even though this plane is supposed to play more of like a radar bus, I do end up getting a lot of third-party kills and really just like sliding behind people with the Vulcan, because you can kind of put them on the defensive with your missiles. And because of that, I actually really like this Phantom. It suits my playstyle very well, and really just having a gun that actually works is so nice. Okay, we're in game 2. We are getting missile shot at us from whoever that is up there. It is from like quite high up, so I'm probably just going to put it behind me and try and multipath it here through these hills. Although this is quite a really shit spot to do it, admittedly. See if I can like dive behind them a bit. Alright, we do get a missile evasion, so I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, we put it into the hill. That's good. I don't know if I want to challenge the F-14 in a joust here. He's actually leaving us alone, which is good. I have put myself like right into their whole team, so I'm probably going to die in a second here. MiG-29 is flying towards us, which is a bit of a mistake from him. He might... No, he has a Sky Flash moment. Okay. That is unfortunate timing. I'm going to shoot a 9D at this Tomcat. He probably won't see that or try to flare it, if I had to guess. There we go, he does not. He was damaged anyways, it looks like, so not really that difficult of a kill to get. I'm going to drop a couple of flares. We are going to fire this at the F4S. He might also not be paying attention to that. We're going to find out, I guess. There we go. Bink. That is him dead. We do not want to get into a gunfight with this F-16, but it looks like he's not really trying to. He does get slammed by someone else. This MiG-29 here is actually terrifying. He also gets slammed by someone else. Looks like we did have team around, so that is very good for us. We're going to lock up this F-20. We're going to sling a 72 at him. This one actually tracks correctly, and smack down he goes. There we go. That's 3 quick kills at the start of the game very quickly. It looks like that team has basically just collapsed from that. Our team took them head on, like, on their side, and they just, you know, died, so... This F-16 is probably dead. He has, like, our whole team on him. Nope. He does, in fact, go down. We do get a quick burst from the Vulcan, which does land in his cockpit, and... Oh, no, engine? I don't know. It is somewhere. He's dead, basically. I'm just going to sling another one. That should be his demise here. There we go. We get a critical hit. He is still not dead, somehow. He just doesn't want to die, apparently. Interesting. I'm also going to spam a bunch of rounds into him. We're all just killing the engine over and over again. He's just going to be chilling with that. He's not actually going to die from that. Well, he will eventually, but, like, you know what I mean. Won't be to us. There we go. Another 4-kill game. This one was also quite easy. You just sort of dive in. You want to stay fast, and third-party people don't try and dogfight, and you can do quite well. Alright, we are in with Game 3. The clouds do not appear to be fixed on this map, which is quite unfortunate. If they were like a kilometer or two higher, that would be nice, but you still can't really see the top of the hills, so this is going to be a bit of a weird one, I think. Oh, you kind of can if you sit down here. It's hit or miss. There is a MiG-23 up here. We are just going to lock on and fire. Around 6 kilometers head on. This should track and be all good if everything goes well. Hopefully. I don't want to eat my words. There we go. He does get hit by the missile. All good there. There is an F4S down here. He is probably not going to be... Yeah. We're not going to keep lock on him. I'm going to dive down here so I can actually multipath and use terrain to block these missiles properly. MiG-23 goes down finally. He does burn up or hit something. He's gone. We are getting a launch front. I don't think that's actually at us, though. If it is, I'm just going to put this hill between me and the missile a little bit, and hopefully that should do some work. I think it does. Can't really tell. Oh, hello. I was hearing a lot of scary stuff around me, and I had zero clue what it was there. Is that at me? What even... Who is that from? Oh, from you. Hello, Mr. F4S. We are going to pull in for this F4S here. We are going to sling a... Skyflash. Can you... Gaijin, thank you. Skyflash might track? Probably not. Oh, no, it does. Okay, cool. Sweet. I was not thinking that was actually going to hold lock there. Looks like that SU-25 is dead. There's not really much of a point in slinging one at him. I'm going to let the Mirage hold on to that. Kill there. Even though this thing does have significantly worse radar missiles than most of the other Phantoms around these BRs, you can still play BVR boss just fine if you want to. Not really BVRs, more within visual range because the dogfight sky flashes are a bit worse, but either way, it still works decently well. We do get a lock on this MiG-23 finally. We're just going to sling another one of our sky flashes at him. Oh, he's already dead. Okay, fair enough. We do get a hit on him. That's probably just going to be like assist credit. And yeah, their team just got rolled again. But yeah, either way, safe to say, I actually really like the British Phantoms. They do play very well for me. I do quite enjoy them. I'll happily take the slight downgraded missiles to have an actual usable gun, and the thrust output from the engines with the reduced pull actually means you hold energy really well. It sort of holds your hand with that quite a bit, so you can like sit around furballs and third party and stay fast without too much issues whatsoever. It makes that playstyle work a lot better than the F4S in my opinion, because, well, if you're a good player, you can actually use the gun instead of just solely relying on your missiles, basically. So, okay, it is full up tier time. A lot of our games have been 11-7, 12-7, but now we are in the full big boy 12-0, 13-0 game. I don't know if there's any Farcore shooting at me. There's a bug right now where they just ignore your RWR completely, which is so incredibly funny. I love that there's like one part of this game's high tier combat loop, and somehow Gaijin still manages to fucking break it every other update, but either way, we are going to be essentially just making sure that even if any of them do head at us, I don't think that one was going for us, which is why it obviously didn't, you know, get anywhere near us, really. That it's not going to kill us, and we do that just fine. We managed to make it into the actual main furball area. Well, it's going to start soon. I'm just going to sling this 9G at this F-16. He might outrun it. He might see it and flare it in time. Or he might not. No, it was right there, man. Come on. Half a second later and that would have killed. That's incredibly unfortunate. I'm going to pull in for the Vulcan shot. We do manage to land it because I am #1 Vulcan aimer NA region. We do have an F-16 pulling into us, but I believe we beat him to the punch. We do, but I don't manage to actually pitch down into him enough. Hi. You're a concern. Apparently not. Man. I mean, I do get my reversal and I do manage to hit the gunshot, but he just dies to someone's missile beforehand, which is a little upsetting. But either way, I'm going to count that. He was a bit of a specimen, so we managed to claim that kill. The F-16 that I shot earlier also died to someone else. Are you kidding, man? Me, when we nerf all of the gun fragments and now the guns do no damage. It is peak. Absolute peak. Anyways, there's a couple guys left on their team. I'm not really sure where they are or what they're doing. There's an F-16 over here. F-16 over there. F-16s everywhere. Oh, fuck. I am going to hit the deck ASAP. That gets pulled into the deck, fortunately for us. And we are going to close range joust. No, he does hit us with whatever that was. Oh, he had the Rs. That's why I didn't. Okay. I thought I was going to be able to slide just under that if it was an ER, but the Rs were a little bit slower, so they do manage to cruise into us and kill us. Okay, final game. Another full up tier. We're going to see how this goes. We are cruising in. A lot of our team is to our left. A couple of guys are going to the right. They're probably just going to die bombing bases. I'm just going to sort of chill in the middle of this game. I'm not really sure where to really go now at the start of these games. It is a bit funky. Ooh, okay. I know I can kill you, though. Hello, Mr. Free Kill. Would you mind staying right there for me as I get into rough range of the Sky Flashes? There we go. Thank you. He does have something off on me. I'm going to presume that's another... You know what? We're gonna pretend that one never happened. The ground magnets strike again. The tree, which I cannot see. Haha, the Dr. Seuss rhyme. #1 professional pilot. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys are doing well. I do really like these Phantoms, I'm not gonna lie. You can probably definitely already tell. It's not super meta. I mean, it does have like a pretty good radar kit for the battle rating. But yeah, I really like this thing. It is a very specific playstyle, but it seems to fit like the one that I play weirdly well. So yeah, if you are doing badly in this thing, I would recommend trying to play a little bit more passively or sticking around like with your team, not directly, immediately, aggressively engaging the enemies. So yeah, I hope you do enjoy, and I hope you have a good day. I will be seeing you tomorrow with another plane. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye.